This video accompanies an article I'm doing for Money Sense magazine, and just a reader had a question about leveraging, and I just wanted to go through it and just show that if you borrow at a certain rate, you don't have to make that same rate to break even on your investments. So let's just summarize this, what we're looking at here. And first, if anybody is going to do any leveraging, I'd really recommend you to go to Talbot Stevens' website and download this software. So what we've got here, we're going to borrow $100,000. The interest rate is 5%. Marginal tax rate is 20, and we're going to save for 10 years. And when we look here at the after-tax annual cost, if your marginal tax rate is 20%, it's really only costing you $4,000 rather than $5,000, right? Because the argument is, if it's 5% interest, that's $5,000, so you have to make 5% on the investments to break even. Well, that's not actually the case. As a matter of fact, if we just invest for 1 year, we can see you only have to earn 4.4%, because on $100,000 you're going to make the $4,000, and you had $1,000 in tax savings, which is $5,000, which is the interest cost. So let's change this a little bit. What if your marginal tax rate is 30%? And actually I'm going to bring this out to 10 years. Okay, so now what we're seeing, the break-even cost is 3.9%. So you have to make 3.9% to break even. And just so these columns, this column is showing leveraging after the loan is paid off and taxes are paid. If you actually made 5%, you'd be ahead by about $12,000. What if your marginal tax rate was 45%? Now we can see the break-even point. So you have to make 3.4% on your investments if you're borrowing at 5% to break even. And if you didn't make the 5%, you're ahead by $51,000. Let's make one other change. Let's say instead of 10 years, we're going to invest for 20 years. And now we see the break-even rate of return on the investments is about 3.3%. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea how this software works. Again, if you're considering doing any leveraging, I'd recommend going to Talbot's site and downloading this sort of 30-day trial version and just play with it a bit.